Arman was a young merchant born in the ancient city of Balkh at the very heart of Afghanistan. From childhood, he had listened to tales of distant lands, of Chinese silk so fine it shimmered like water, of spices from India that could make any dish come alive, and of gold and treasures from the West. These stories ignited a restless curiosity within him. Arman longed not just to hear of these lands, but to see them, to touch their fabrics, to meet their people. The Silk Road, the great artery of trade and culture, called to him. Before dawn, he prepared his caravan. Camels were loaded with carefully wrapped jars of saffron, bolts of silk, and delicate pottery. Merchants from Balkh, Herat, and other cities would join him, forming a long chain of traders stretching across deserts, valleys, and mountains. The road was dangerous, yet full of promise. Every mile promised new discoveries, new ideas, and new connections. As the sun rose over mountains, casting golden light across the valleys, Arman's caravan set out. Dust swirled around the camel's hooves. The air carried the scent of earth and spice. From the first steps, Arman felt the pulse of the Silk Road, a river of humans, ideas, and goods flowing through the heart of the world. Along the road, Arman met travelers from lands he had only imagined. Persian merchants, draped in colorful robes, spoke of empires far to the west. Chinese traders displayed porcelain so delicate it seemed to glow. Arabian scholars carried scrolls filled with knowledge of medicine, astronomy, and mathematics. From India came fragrant spices and gemstones that caught the sun in their facets. Each encounter brought lessons, stories, and a glimpse into worlds far beyond his own. The first city he reached was Bamiyan, home to towering statues of Buddha carved into cliffs. Caravans converged here, and the market buzzed with life. Merchants haggled over silks and spices, artisans crafted pottery and jewelry, storytellers shared myths and news from lands hundreds of miles away. Arman realized that the Silk Road was not just a road for goods, it was a highway of culture, knowledge, and connection. Days turned into weeks as Arman's caravan moved through mountains and deserts. He crossed passes that had challenged Alexander the Great himself, and he walked paths where Mongol cavalry had once thundered, reshaping the world. He witnessed firsthand how conquerors had left their marks on the land, Greek columns beside Persian mosaics, Mongol tents near bustling bazaars. Yet trade continued, and life along the road endured. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the Hindu Kush, Arman paused to observe a group of scholars examining the stars. They spoke in Arabic, Persian, and Chinese, sharing maps, astrological charts, and ideas about the heavens. Arman listened, fascinated. The road carried more than silk or spices. It carried wisdom, debate, and knowledge that would shape civilizations. He wrote notes in his journal, sketches of the constellations, and reflections on the people he met. He knew that this journey would leave a mark on him, just as he would leave a mark on the road. As the caravan approached the city of Herat, the streets were filled with a kaleidoscope of colors, smells, and sounds. Horses neighed, merchants shouted, and the air was thick with the aroma of incense and spices. Arman watched a Chinese trader delicately wrap a piece of jade, while a Persian artisan traded textiles for gold coins. A scholar debated philosophy with a monk from India. It struck Arman how interconnected the world had become. Every exchange, every conversation, every trade wove a web connecting continents, ideas, and people. On another leg of his journey, Arman traversed vast deserts. The sun was relentless, the winds carried dust that stung the eyes. Yet he met travelers who, despite the harshness, smiled and shared water, stories, and provisions. He saw that the Silk Road was a test of endurance and spirit, a path where human ingenuity and resilience were as valuable as wealth or merchandise. Every obstacle overcome was a lesson, every challenge a story to carry forward. As months passed, Arman reached the edge of the Mediterranean. Here, the culmination of his journey revealed a mosaic of civilizations, coins from Persia, silks from China, spices from India, and tales from Arabia all mingled in a bustling port. Arman realized that the Silk Road was not merely a road, it was the heartbeat of human civilization, a conduit of exchange that spanned cultures, empires, and religions. Afghanistan had been the bridge, the crossroads where worlds met and shaped each other. Years later, Arman returned to Balkh, older and wiser. He carried treasures, yes, but even more so, he carried stories, knowledge, and a profound understanding of the world's interconnectedness. He taught the next generation about the mountains and deserts, the bustling markets, and the people who made the Silk Road come alive. He spoke of the lessons he learned, that the true wealth of the world lies not only in gold or silk, but in exchange of ideas, culture, and understanding. Through Armin's journey, the story of the Silk Road unfolds, a path of commerce, conquest, culture, and connection. Afghanistan, with its mountains, valleys, and bustling cities, stands as a witness to centuries of human ambition and curiosity. It is a crossroads where civilizations met, collided, and merged, leaving a legacy that continues to shape our world today. From deserts to mountains, from merchants to conquerors, from silk to ideas, the Silk Road tells the story of humanity itself. And Armin, a single merchant among thousands, reminds us that even one person's journey can carry the weight of civilizations, bridging worlds, and carrying their stories forward for generations to come.